Have you heard? Afriex is showing up big at this year's Flavors of Nigeria Festival happening on the 9th of August 2025 at Cage Park, Brampton, Canada. And you know what? We are bringing free shopping money to all our users. How?
Just download the Afriex app on Google Play Store, App Store, and then sign up using the referral code FNF. I repeat, FNF.
And complete a minimum transaction of $5 to any receiving country. It can be Nigeria, Ghana, Kenya.
And you get yourself a $20 voucher to use at Flavors of Nigeria.
Every vendor at the festival is accepting the voucher. You can use it to shop for your makeup, your skincare, food, anything at all that you want to shop on the 9th of August, which is Saturday.
Happening in Brampton. You like that? See you there.
It's summertime and you're planning a European summer trip or maybe a vacation in California. Well, here's the problem. You're already stressed about flight payments, Airbnb deposits, and the worst of all, the extra charges that come with international fees. Calm down. Don't let that stop you from enjoying the vacation you deserve, because Afriex has literally made everything easy for me. Now, let me show you how. Afriex is a smooth platform with no stress, zero transfer fees, great exchange rates, and bank level security. I'm telling you that I literally make transfers in seconds. You can send money across 40 different countries. And the most exciting part is that you can send money from Nigeria to China, USA, UK, Canada, Europe, and even India. So whenever I'm out of the country, I'm calm and collected because I know Afriex got me covered, never disappoints. And you can also win up to $500 by just referring multiple people. So what are you waiting for? Download the Afriex app now and start sending money. You know I always give you guys the right plugs. That vacation, we must go for it. Toodles!
Hello, friends. Welcome to Choco Millionaire. This is my second video for the day, and I'm not done. There will be more videos coming your way today, so stay with me as we go through some of the updates here. If today is your first time watching, you are welcome. Do your best to comment below. Let me know where you're watching from, and I will respond to you in the comment section. If you have any questions as well, please post them in the comment section. All right. Don't forget to download your Afriex app to send money. With Afriex, you are not just sending money from Canada, US, Europe to the other part of the world, which is the global south. You can also now send money from some developing countries to the global north, or the other side of the world. So for example, you can send from Nigeria to China, you can send from Nigeria to Canada, you can send from Nigeria to Europe to USA. If you're a traveler going on vacation, the Afriex wallet also gives you your virtual card to send. Don't also forget that tomorrow, 9th of August, in Brampton at the Gage Park, Flavors of Nigeria Festival is happening. If you plan on attending, you can even take advantage by getting a free $20 voucher to buy anything at all of the value of $20 or more. Afriex will give you $20. All you have to do is download the Afriex app. When you download it, please enter FNF in the promo code section. Remember, very important, the promo code will be asked during the sign-up process. The point where you enter your name, your phone number, your email address, and all this basic, there is a point where they will ask you to enter a referral code or a promo code. You can enter FNF, Flavors of Nigeria Festival, which is a short form for FNF, right? Now, you enter the FNF, and all you have to do is to send $5. When you send the $5, you unlock the $20 voucher. When you go to the festival tomorrow at the Gage Park in Brampton, use it to shop at any of the vendors, then they will receive that. That is Afriex's gift to you. So don't forget to do. You can also use my name Choco and the promo code if you want that. All you have to do is to send a minimum of $50, and when you do that, you will unlock a $20 bonus there. You can also participate in the Afriex weekly raffle. They are giving $500 in a weekly raffle. What do you have to do? Download the app, use it yourself to send money, use the referral link in your app, send it to friends on Telegram, WhatsApp, wherever, through text messages. If they use it and they send money, you get a chance to be entered into the draw where you can win $500. They are doing this on a weekly basis. Lots of goodies from Afriex. So thank you so much, Afriex, for sponsoring the festival, Flavors of Nigeria Festival, happening tomorrow, August 9th. All right. Ghanaian Association as well. Remember, on the 16th of August, which is next week Saturday, we are meeting here in the Niagara region. I will be there myself. Bring food if you can, bring drinks if you can, bring anything. There is swimming pool around us, well. Come and swim. There will be music. This event is solely for Ghanaian residents in Niagara. You are welcome to attend. We will be launching the Ghanaian Association of Niagara there. Please come and participate. If you'd like to even be part of us in a different way to help us launch this better, please, you're welcome. Okay, well, I'll see you there next week Saturday here in the city of Welland. The address is on the screen, 405 Memorial Park Drive in Welland. This event starts at 2 p.m. and ends at 6 p.m. If actually go beyond that, because the last time we did something small like this, we were there till about 8:30 p.m. right? And we have fun. We played music. We had lots and lots of fun, right? Yeah, we had a small gathering about 3 weeks ago there. That was when we decided to do this particular Ghana event. And look, the fun was big. The fun. I won't be showing you all the details, but it was big. It was big. We had lots of fun. You see? So, you see? Do you see that? Yeah, Kenke, Banku, Charlie. That was 3-4 weeks ago when we decided to get together to make this particular event happen. All right? There was lots of fun. There was lots of fun. Okay? I won't show you people's face for privacy reasons, but hey, it was good. It was good. Okay? It was good. It was big. All right. Today's video. So Canada's immigration has released an update. You probably may have heard about this. So I will talk about that update briefly. And then I will tell you what my personal opinion is. What my personal opinion is in regards to this. So I have also provided a link to the update. So you don't have to stress yourself in looking for it. All you have to do is to let this video finish. Go to the comment, the description box of this video, and read it for yourself. Okay, so that is it there. Okay, so let me pull the link up here and also read it to you. You know, when you apply for Canada visa and you are not successful or they refuse you, they give you a slip called the refusal slip, right? That slip is pretty generic. Generic in what sense? Generic in the sense that it is very dry. It doesn't contain enough information about why they refuse you. You normally will get a reference to, in accordance to the Immigration Act and blah, 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 your visa has been refused. And then they will give you a summary reason, sometimes 3-4 reasons that they don't think you will leave Canada, or they don't think your purpose of travel is consistent with the immigration or temporary resident visa. Sometimes they will tell you that they don't think that you have ties, enough ties. Sometimes they can say that you don't have enough financial resources, right? They have this block set of reasons that they normally pull, and then it's like as if when they refuse, they just select them like this and then they bundle them together. Now, what happens is that if you are not somebody who is familiar with Canadian immigration decision making, when you receive this particular decision, which is a refusal of your visa, you read it and then you are wondering, but what do you mean by I don't have enough financial resources? Like, I literally added my bank statement and I thought I had good money there. Or what do you mean by you are not sure my purpose of coming is I wrote an SOP explaining what I'm coming to study or visit Canada for or do, right? Sometimes the reasons are vague. That's a key word. It's generic. It's not clear. There's not enough meat on the bone. So what happened is this. There is this particular provision in Immigration Act or in Canadian law or jurisprudence that allows for what we call access to information. The access information basically allows anybody resident in Canada, permanent resident, citizen, or people in Canada, or some group of people, even if they don't live in Canada, to apply for additional information from government institutions. One of them is the Access to Information Bill Act that allows you to apply for what we call GCMS note. You may have also heard some people refer to it as ATIP, ATIP, Access to Information and Privacy, blah, blah, blah. ATIP, ATIP. So if you've heard GCMS note, you've also heard probably ATIP or one of them. Basically, when people apply for the ATIP, what they are seeking to do is to get more information from the visa officer. as to why the application has been refused. In fact, as at 2016, thereabout, when my own wife was refused so many times, in 1 year, my goodness, I chopped refusal, my wife refused her, bam, we applied for work permit, refused. We applied for a visitor's visa, refused. I had just married at that time and I was trying to get my wife to join me here. They refused this, they refused it. We changed the application from work permit, open work permit, to a visitor visa, less than 6 months, it was refused. Study permit, we even got an admission for master's program here with some scholarship for her. I added a bank statement, paid tuition deposit, oh my God, they still refused. And at that time, yours truly, Choco Millionaire, was ignorant. I didn't know I could apply for GCMS note or ATIP. I didn't know. This was 2016. I was so ignorant at that time, not now that I probably know a bit more, all right? If I knew, I would have actually applied for the ATIP or GCMS, but I didn't know, so I kept applying. So the way it looks is that if you are not familiar with GCMS note or ATIP, you've been refused a visa, the reason that was given is vague, you don't know, and then you keep applying, thinking that you are addressing the reason, but then the real reason is there, you don't know, right? You went to the hospital, or you feel you are sick. You went to the hospital, they just told you are sick, and no x-ray, nothing, no diagnosis. So you feel like maybe you have malaria, and you are taking anti-malaria meds. Meanwhile, what is actually in the cause is different from malaria. It could be typhoid, it could be jaundice, it could be something else from the family. But you thought it's malaria, and you are just treating it for malaria. Only for you to eventually go back to the hospital and ask, can I get a doctor's report with blood work and everything done? And then you now get to see that, oh, it was actually not malaria, it's something else. But you've wasted all this time taking the wrong medication, which could actually have consequences on your body too, isn't it, or your health? Basically, that is how the visa process here looks like in Canada. When people apply and they are refused, they don't get to see the real reason of the refusal. They're only given this blanket reason. So what has happened is that over the years, those who have come to understand this, do you know what they do? They apply for the ATIP themselves. If they're already in Canada and they know how to apply, they apply. Some people don't know how to do, so they do it through a third party. The third party could be a certified immigration consultant that you may reach out to. If you're using an immigration consultant, you may have reached out to somebody. In fact, this morning I just spoke to Dr. Harrison, who said, look, I ordered a GCMS note on behalf of one of my clients. So Dr. Harrison, who is a late certified immigration consultant, had applied for a GCMS note to get more information about why the client was refused the visa. Of course, the person had been refused before he reached out to Dr. Harrison. So Dr. Harrison is now trying to say, you know what, there's no need to apply. Let's look for the main reason why they refused to, and then we can address that. Do you know there are a lot of embassies in the world that don't give this opportunity where you get refused and then they give you detailed explanation? A lot don't. They just give you generic, like the US one too. They give you that slip, right? What color of the slip? They give you this, you know you are refused, and you don't get to know how. All right? Anyway, so people apply for the GCMS through third parties, friends, immigration consultants, sometimes immigration lawyers, sometimes even through unsafe platforms. How many websites haven't you seen online on Google claiming that they can apply for a GCMS note for you? And you put your credit card, your debit card, your banking information, and you don't know where these guys are. Some of them are based in India, harvesting people's credit card details, banking details, because people are just desperate trying to get their GCMS note, but they don't know how to do it, or they can't do it because they are not in Canada, or they think they are not eligible. They need somebody who is a permanent resident or citizen to do it for them, and a whole lot. Man, the risk is... Finally, the lack of clarity when people are refused a visa in terms of the decision slip they are given has also created a whole new world of problem for members of parliaments or politicians here. Do you know what people do? A lot of people, when they get a refusal, they will reach out to the members of parliament in the particular district or region where they will intend to move to. For example, a student coming to study in Brampton, he has an admission in a school in Brampton, okay, in Ontario here. That student has been refused a visa, or he has applied and is not getting any update for over a year or something like that. That student decided that he's going to reach out to the Mayor Patrick Brown in Brampton, to seek his help to get more information from the IRCC, because the IRCC, you know, it's not easy to reach them. You call their line, good luck for that. You can keep calling and calling, nobody. Even if they answer the call, you know the responses. Very general. They won't disclose anything about the application to you over the phone most of the time. They will tell you, you have to submit this. It's a whole long process. Basically, I'm saying that sometimes it's just difficult getting that hold of them. So people use the MPs. Do you know what it did to the MPs? Majority of them got overwhelmed by what? The request. So administrators or staffers at the MP's office are waking up to dozens and dozens and dozens of emails from people who have immigration issues or trying to get an update on their files and stuff like that, or decisions. Visas have been refused and they just, what do the MPs do? The MPs send an undertaking, form to these applicants who have reached out to them. Their staffers will send an undertaking form and have them consent to signing that they are authorizing the member of parliament to reach out to the government on their behalf. I've seen it before. I've seen this undertaking form. I've seen people use it. Me, myself, I've set my eyes on it before. And then it takes a matter of days or so. Sometimes the IRCC will respond to them. So what I think happened is that they realized that they are probably creating more problem for themselves. And then they decided that they want to create a solution to it. What solution? Now they want to include the officer's decision notes, what is simply also known as ODN, officer's decision note. They want to include that. So that is actually what you are seeing here on the screen. So let me pull it up and read it for you, okay? Now, as part, explaining application refusals, officer decision notes. As part of our ongoing efforts to improve our services, on July 29, 2025, we started proactively providing officer notes. I guess they're trying to say officer decision notes. Let me move it. Yeah. Officer decision notes along with the refusal letters for certain applications. These notes come from the officer who made the final decision on the application. This change makes it easier for clients to get their personal information on their application. This supports our commitment to delivering our services with greater transparency. Officer decision notes will be made available in phases for certain application types. We will start by including officer decision notes with refusal letters. Notice how they added the officer decision note on top of the refusal letter. So on top of your refusal letter, you're going to be getting the officer decision notes, including applications for extensions. So those of you who are doing extensions of your applications, you also be getting that, okay? For what kind of visas though? Temporary resident visas, excluding electronic travel authorizations. So those of you who are applying for ETAs or ETA from Europe and other countries, you will not be getting it. They say excluding that, okay? And temporary residence permit. So they've listed those who are going to be getting, they say what, visitors visas, visitor records, study permits, work permits. Will add more application types over the time. So that is the update, guys, from the IRCC. The link has been included in the description box, so please feel free to click on that to read it by yourself. Okay, it's right here. Okay, that's exactly what I read to you. We'll add more application types over the time. Clients who apply using the IRCC portal new version will not receive officer decision notes at this time. Please know that if you apply using the IRCC new portal, you will not receive an officer decision note at this time. All right. So how will it look like? I've seen a particular document that has been floated around. I'm not really sure if it is what it is, but somebody has suggested that the officer decision notes will look like this. Maybe I should show that to you. Remember, this I cannot confirm is the official one. If any of you has received a copy of the officer decision notes in addition to your refusal slip, please email me chocomillionaire@gmail.com. Share it with me. I'll block out your important details like your name, your file number, and stuff like that, and I'll use it for educational purpose. So, but in the spirit of just sharing for us to all see what somebody is saying, let's take a look at it. So this is what somebody is saying. So somebody has suggested that this is how it looks like. Remember what I said? I don't know if this is in the case that this is actually how it look like, but let's assume that this is what the person is saying for now. Reasons for the refusal of your application. To help you understand why your application was refused, below are the officer decision notes, ODN, specific to your application as they are displayed in IRCC system. These notes were entered by the officer who assessed and made the final decision on your application. Bullet point 1, I've reviewed the application. The purpose of the applicant's visit to Canada is not consistent with the temporary stay given the details provided in the application. Invitation letter noted. So here, a mention has been made that the applicant included an invitation letter for their probably visitor's visa or something like that, right? Okay. Weighing the factors in this application, I'm not satisfied that the applicant will depart Canada at the end of the period authorized for their stay. For the reasons above, I refuse the application. Requesting ODN, officer decisions notes, in your official language. You can also request this in your official language. Now, let's assume that what this document says is the case. Does it really contain enough information that will be extra relevant to beyond a generic application form? I honestly don't think so. I think it is still pretty flat and generic. The only thing I see as an addition is the fact that it says what? An invitation letter has been noted. You agree with me that this is something you normally don't see on a generic refusal slip. Here, there is a suggestion that an invitation letter has been noted, but what we don't know is still the main reason for the refusal. It's still pretty generic. Somebody can argue by saying that, but Choco, you can see that normally they give about 3 or 4 reasons, generic reasons for refusing you, but this time you only have one. So probably they've narrowed it down to just one reason, which is your purpose of what? Coming to visit Canada is not consistent. You understand? And even though they've added your letter, well, that could be a good reason somebody would cite. But in my opinion, if this is what it will be, I still think it is too flat or does not have enough meat on the bone. If you're watching this video and you receive a sample officer decision notes, please feel free to reach out to me if you would like to make that a public learning document. I promise to block out your important details like your name and stuff like that, your file number, your UCI, your date of birth and stuff, and only share the part that I think is relevant for public education or for entertainment purposes or information purposes, all right? Otherwise, that's what I think. Let me know what you think about this. I still think that if this does not address the key reason of ATIP request, which is people asking for the ATIP documents or GCMS note, which gives you the granular breakdown of why you refuse, this will not probably solve the problem. If this document is what it is, it will not solve the problem. People will still be applying for the GCMS so through their immigration consultants or lawyers or friends and family members here, or through agents, or through this dubious website like GCMS Body and what have you online where people go to, which in my opinion is very risky because you're putting your credit card details online on a website that is not official by the government of Canada, and a website that could possibly be controlled by somebody somewhere. Most of the time, these guys are in India harvesting people's credit card details when you go online asking for them to help you get your GCMS note. If you decide to request for your ATIP or GCMS note, remember, you can also do it by yourself depending on your situation. I have a video on this channel that shows you how to apply for the ATIP by yourself. Type Choco Millionaire and then leave a space and type GCMS note or something like that. You find that video, or ATIP, you find that video. Remember, you can also use an immigration consultant who is legally certified in Canada to do that for you. All right. That said, let's stay and watch and see how this will play out. Let me know what you think in the comment section about this particular update. I'll see you in my next video talking about something else, immigration. God bless you and thanks for watching. Bye-bye.